Hello everyone, welcome back to Sacred Season Healing. My name is Marjorie, and today we're going to be continuing our chakra healing series with a collective Third Eye Chakra tarot reading. I did already pull the cards because I had thought I pressed video, but somehow I did not. It didn't record, so I went ahead and left the cards on the table. And I'm just going to go through the questions that I asked Spirit in each position, what cards came out for Spirit suggestion for us, and then we'll put it all together. I'll put it all together again for you. So if you don't see me shuffling, that's why. The first, I'd like to give an overview of the third eye chakra, where it's located, when it's balanced, how that plays out in our lives, when it's imbalanced or blocked, how that might be playing out in your lives. If you're already familiar with that, you can of course skip directly to the reading portion of this. I'll have it time-stamped in the description box below. Okay, so to get started, the third eye chakra is located in the center of the forehead between the eyebrows. It's associated with intuition, insight, inner wisdom, spiritual awareness, perception, and the ability to see beyond surface appearances. When the third eye chakra is balanced, we tend to trust ourselves and our intuition. We can see situations clearly, recognize patterns, make decisions with confidence, and feel connected to our inner guidance. We often experience greater clarity or stronger intuition, vivid imagination, and a deeper understanding of ourselves and our lives' paths. Okay? But, however, when the third eye chakra is out of balance or becomes blocked, we may struggle with things like confusion, indecision, overthinking, self-doubt, or difficulty trusting our instincts. We may constantly seek answers outside of ourselves or feel disconnected from our intuition. We could have trouble seeing situations clearly. Sometimes a blocked third eye chakra can show up as excessive worrying or overanalyzing, mental fog, or feeling stuck because we cannot determine which direction to take. Okay? Today's reading is intended to help us better understand what may currently be blocking the collective's third eye chakra, what may be contributing to that blockage, and then Spirit's guidance for healing and how we can begin integrating that healing into our daily lives. As always, take what resonates and leave what does not. These readings are for the collective, so not every message will apply to everyone. Trust your own intuition and allow Spirit to guide you toward the messages that are meant for you. Okay? So, to get started, the first thing that I asked Spirit was, I asked him to please show us the current blockage within the third eye chakra for the collective, and this 8 of Swords came out. Okay? And then next I asked the question of what is causing this blockage within the collective, and I got the Devil card and the Queen of Swords. Okay? Next I asked, how can the collective begin healing this blockage, and I got the Sun card. And then finally, I asked Spirit to show us how we can integrate that into our daily lives, and I got the Two of Pentacles. So let's get into the meaning of the message here that Spirit is trying to relay to us, okay? So the first thing that comes to mind when I see the 8 of Swords is feeling mentally trapped. Okay, because this card, it often shows up when we feel stuck or confused or uncertain or unable to see a way forward. But the interesting thing about the 8 of Swords is that the limitations are often more mental than physical. We believe we have fewer options than we actually do. And for some of you, this may look like overthinking a situation or constantly second-guessing yourself, questioning your intuition, or feeling afraid to make a decision because you're worried about making the wrong choice. The third eye chakra is all about perception, intuition, and inner wisdom. And when this energy center is blocked, it can become difficult to trust what we already know deep inside. So I think Spirit is showing me that many of you may already have the answers you're seeking, but maybe fear or doubt or over-analysis is making it difficult to hear your own inner guidance. Okay, let's take a look at what's the cause of the blockage. Okay, we have the Devil and the Queen of Swords again. So we'll look at the Devil first. The Devil can represent unhealthy attachments. It can be fear-based thinking or limiting beliefs, negative thought patterns, addictions, obsessions, or situations that keep us feeling powerless. For some of you, this may be attachment to a specific outcome even. And then for others, it may be attachment to fear itself. Spirit is showing me that some of the collective may be spending so much time worrying about what could go wrong that they're unable to clearly see what is actually happening in the present moment. Okay? The Queen of Swords is interesting here because she's intelligent, she's logical, analytical, she's also discerning. Her energy is incredibly valuable, but in this position, Spirit may be showing us that some of us have become overly reliant on logic. Just overly reliant on logic and evidence while we dismiss our intuition, you know? So it's almost as if the mind is demanding proof before it allows the heart or intuition to speak. There may be a tendency to analyze every detail, gather more information, seek more answers, or wait for complete certainty before making a decision. The challenge is that intuition rarely arrives, you know, with 100 pages of evidence, for example. Sometimes intuition just simply knows. So I think together, the Devil and the Queen of Swords, if I said Queen of Wands earlier, I apologize. The Devil and the Queen of Swords, this suggests that fear and over-analysis may be working together to keep the collective disconnected from their inner wisdom, I believe. Okay, let's look now at what Spirit's guidance is for healing. And we have the Sun. I absolutely love seeing the Sun in this position because the Sun brings illumination, truth, clarity, joy, optimism, and understanding. So I think Spirit's message here is to bring things into the light. Pay attention to what feels expansive rather than restrictive, you know, or pay attention to what brings peace rather than anxiety. Spend time doing things that raise your energy and reconnect you with yourself. The Sun reminds us that truth does not have to be complicated. Sometimes we already know the answer, but fear has created so much mental noise that we can no longer hear it. So I think Spirit is encouraging the collective to focus less on fear-based possibilities and more on what is actually true in this moment. The Sun also asks us to reconnect with joy, you know, so when we're constantly worried, stressed, or overthinking, our intuition can become drowned out by mental chatter. Joy, gratitude, and presence help clear the noise and allow our inner guidance to come forward. So finally, let's look at the Two of Pentacles, okay? Spirit is encouraging balance here. This is how we can integrate this in our daily lives, our healing practice, okay? We need to find some balance, maybe, perhaps. It also reminds us that life requires flexibility, right? Not every decision has to be perfect. Not every answer has to be known immediately. For some of you, this may mean balancing logic with intuition. Use your mind, but also trust your instincts. Gather information, but don't become trapped in endless analysis of it, okay? For others, this may mean creating balance between responsibilities and self-care. If you're constantly busy or constantly distracted, or even constantly focused on external demands, it becomes difficult to hear the quiet voice of your intuition. So again, I think Spirit is asking the collective to create small moments throughout the day to check in with themselves, okay? Just pause, breathe, ask yourself, what do I already know to be true? And the answer may come, you know, much more quickly than you expect. But I think overall the message from Spirit today is that the answers you seek may not be outside of you. The blockage appears to be coming from fear, overthinking, and a lack of trust in your own inner wisdom. Okay? So the healing comes through clarity, joy, truth, and bringing awareness back into the present moment. And the integration comes through balance, finding harmony between logic and intuition so that both can work together rather than against one another. Okay, let's now move into some healing suggestions that you can incorporate into your daily practice. As always, take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't, okay? There's no right or wrong way to connect with your healing journey. First, let's talk about some affirmations that may help support healing and balance within the third eye chakra. You can repeat these during meditation, write them in a journal, place them on sticky notes around your home, or just simply speak them out loud throughout your day. You can even type them in your notes section on your phone. If you need to pause the video so you can grab something to write it down with, you can do that now. And I'll get started. The first one is, I trust my intuition and inner wisdom. I see clearly and truthfully. I am connected to my higher guidance. I trust myself to make decisions that align with my highest good. My intuition grows stronger every day. I release fear and welcome clarity. I am open to receive divine guidance. And I trust the messages I receive from within. Okay. Next, let's talk about movement. Energy is meant to flow, and sometimes simply moving the body can help release stagnant energy and create greater balance, right, within the chakra system. So some movement suggestions might be some gentle yoga, especially poses that encourage relaxation and introspection. Things like child's pose or forward folds or leg up the wall pose, okay? You might also try meditation walks in nature. Breath work exercises, or quiet stretching while focusing on your breath. Seated meditation with visualization of like an indigo light at the center of your forehead, that can help. Okay, so again, take which ones that resonate with you and leave the rest, okay? The goal here isn't intense exercise, right? The third eye chakra often benefits from slowing down and becoming present and creating space to listen to your inner voice. Okay, let's move into essential oils now. Some of you may enjoy aromatherapy. They are frankincense, clary sage, sandalwood, rosemary, juniper berry, or lavender. You can diffuse them, add them to a carrier oil bottle, like for topical use, put it on your wrist or your neck, something like that. These are all wonderful scents to even just inhale straight from the bottle if that's what you prefer during meditation or something like that. Okay, so let's move into crystals. For those of you who enjoy working with crystals, these are some wonderful stones that are often associated with intuition, insight, and spiritual awareness. They are amethyst, lapis lazuli, Lazuli, sodalite, or sodalite, Sodalite, fluorite, labradorite, and azurite, Azurite. You might choose to hold them during meditation or place them near your bed. You could carry them with you throughout the day or simply just keep them in a space where you'll see them regularly. Okay, and finally, if you enjoy sound healing, you may wish to listen to frequencies associated with intuition, clarity, and spiritual awareness, such as 852 hertz frequency music. You can Google it on YouTube, and there's many different videos on that. You might also like guided intuition meditations, crystal singing bowls, nature sounds, binaural beats for focus and mental clarity. Okay, So just remember that healing is a journey, not a destination. Be patient with yourself as you learn to trust your intuition and reconnect with your inner wisdom. Small, consistent practices often create the biggest transformations over time, I think. So, okay. Yeah, I think the message that Spirit had for us today regarding the third eye chakra was pretty clear and straightforward, and I think it was very uplifting, especially with the sun showing up, right? As the suggested healing that you can put into practice. I hope this reading brought you some clarity, insight, and perhaps a deeper understanding of what may be affecting your intuition and inner guidance at this time. Remember that healing is a process, and it's okay to take things one step at a time. Give yourself grace as you continue to learn and grow and trust yourself more deeply. If this message resonated with you, I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Let me know what part of the reading stood out to you or what you're currently working on in your own healing journey. We're all a community here, and we can all support each other. If you enjoyed this reading and would like to continue exploring the chakra series with me, please consider liking, subscribing, and turning on notifications so you don't miss future readings. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I truly appreciate your support and the opportunity to share these messages with you. Okay? Until next time, take care of yourself and trust your intuition, and remember that the answers you seek are often already within you. Okay? Sending you lots of love and light and healing and many blessings. Bye for now.